Rack off!
Getting nervous, Maxwell?
No, but I should be. I'm the one taking all the risks. You two certainly aren't.
That's right. It's your neck before his, and I come lucky last.
There's better be some decent profits in this.
There will be, and they'll get better. As from tomorrow, the introductory offer is over. Prices are double from now on.
So soon?
Why not?
Oh, I don't think they'll wear it.
Oh, and will they complain to the management?
They may not buy it all.
Oh, and where else are they going to buy their little luxuries from? They'll pay.
Do you know why you were taken away? Because they left you with your grandmother while they were working. God, it's appalling. I mean, had it been your white grandmother, it would never have happened.
Is he a Darrow?
No. But he has got a bit of a drinking problem. And he's not in good circumstances. But you have to understand, Sarah. He lost you, and about 6 months ago, he lost your mother. Now, that's bound to take its toll. Evidently, your mother was the only woman in his life. He loved her.
This is where you buy. Off the shelf or under the shelf from now on. There's nowhere else. And the price is set. Take it or leave it. Well, you heard it, girls. Take it or leave it.
Leave it.
Until your prices drop, looks like we're going to be leaving it. We're black banning your bloody shop. What do you reckon, girls? It won't work, you know. They're not all going to go without their goodies. Watch us. Let's see how long you stay in business with no customers.
Isn't it crazy? I feel so much better now.
I think we all do. Right, Joe?
I don't know why you didn't belt me one. I mean, the way I've been carrying on.
We understood how you were feeling. At least we thought we did. And we found out about your... Oh, dear, why can't I say it?
Your mother and father. Sorry, love, but we just can't get used to the idea that, well, you're not our child anymore.
Well, hang on a minute. I mean, if you want to kick me out, well, I suppose I can understand. But you're still my mum and dad to me.
Sorry about that. I'll take her back inside if you like. But why? Well, she was touching you.
What's he talking about?
You're Mr.
Adams.
Mr. Adams. Well, Mr. Adams, Sarah's our daughter. We like her touching us like that. In fact, if she didn't, we'd probably be very upset.
Connor, what's the noise all about?
Shall we tell them, girls? Yeah! We blacklisted your shop.
What the hell are you talking about?
That shop, your shop. We don't like it anymore. It's too expensive. Come on, girls. Yeah, come on, please.
Here comes the decision.
Come on, you lot. Shut up. Let the dog catch the rabbit, will you?
No way, that bitch is ripping us off. So what I reckon we should
ripping
do...
us off. Coming from you, that's funny, Spider.
My prices kept up with inflation. They didn't double overnight. Double? Are you saying Maxwell's double the yes, prices? I'm also saying we should burn down the bloody shop and put her out of business. Who's with me? But that's ridiculous. I know Kath's prices are too high, but if we burn down the shop, we're hurting ourselves.
What do you reckon, Reed?
I reckon we ought to do what you was telling us before.
Oh. Yeah.
Well, what was it?
Oh, why don't you tell him, Reed? I'm getting tired of yakking.
Well, the old lurch here reckons that we ought to pull the whole prison in on the ban. She reckons that if no one, and that means no one, buys from them, and that's legal as well as contraband, The old Kath and Roddy rip-off will have to pull down their prices.
Makes sense. Might take a little longer, but it's still, we'll have the shop at the end of it, won't we?
Yeah? All those in favour?
All those in favour of what?
Oh, we're banning the shop, Miss Ferguson. You want to vote?
Wondered how long it'd take you to get around to that. That shop is there to prevent you lot bringing contraband in, so like it or lump it.
All those in favour of lumping it?
Good one, Lou.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you something. This top dog business is bad for the nerves. Geez, I'm putting in for a raise.
I don't see what you're so worried about. I promise you they'll be back within a week.
Look, I'm not worried about that. What if they go to Mrs. Reynolds and
Want some
tell her?
more chocolate, Kath? Because there's lots left
No,
over.
well, I don't know. How about you wait for me outside?
Go on. Because if we don't eat it all, then we can't go back to that roller
Will you
skate.
go back to the rec room?
No. I won't be too popular with the women. I want her with me.
All right, wait outside. Maxwell will be with you in a minute.
Mo, empty your pockets.
Kath?
Now, come on, that's stealing.
Well, I hear you two have messed things up. I might have expected it.
I hardly think you can blame us. You're the one who raised the prices.
What if they go to the governor and tell her?
They won't. Tell him.
That'd be lagging. They won't do that.
But Connors won't leave it at that. I know she won't.
So we'll put her in solitary.
Yes, of course. We get her out of the way.
Well, go and do it.
What's the charge?
Oh, I don't know. Make one up. Cheat. Do I have to spoon feed you? You are only using him, aren't you?
What do you think?
Stop McPherson, I'm just about... What the hell makes you lot tick? 1 minute you're for it, and as soon as the freak leaves, you're backing down.
Dora alert, she bought the stuff.
No, I didn't. I chucked it back.
Well, that's not our fault. Well, it would have been nice to know in advance and we could have stocked up.
How could I do that? I just found out myself. Look, your top dog's banned the shop, so no arguments,
We're
okay?
not arguing. I suppose we are. Look, we're not saying that you shouldn't have black banned the shop. What we're
No,
saying...
what we're saying is black should be banned. What's the matter, Darky? Looks like you've lost your watermelon.
I think it's time you and I had a serious talk.
Oh, forget it, Reet.
You sure? He's going to lace her mouth up and use her head for a footy. Stop giving Leach a hard time, okay? How'd you go?
Oh, terrific. Hey, I'd just like to say thanks.
Forget it.
No way. It's silly buggers like me that give blacks a bad name.
Yeah, well, Spider's not exactly a walking advertisement for a white either. So, did you make up with your eyes?
Yep. But you scared the hell out of my dad.
What are you doing, West?
Talking to Rita, what's
Don't
it like?
backtalk me, you black bitch, or I'll have you on a charge.
What did you say?
Oh, yeah, I forgot. The place is crawling with coon lovers, isn't it?
That again, ever!
You just put yourself on a charge, Connors. Assaulting an officer. Solitary.
Yeah, what do you reckon,
That's it,
girls?
Connors. Come on.
Oh, but you can't take me, Mr. Evans. You're in pain.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. Does Reynolds know again? Does Mrs. Reynolds know I'm in the pound?
Don't worry, I'll tell her.
Well, while you're at it, tell her why.
That you assaulted an officer.
He called Sarah a black bitch and a coon, and if he does it again, I'll lay him out for the full count. Tell her that.
In.
Why do I get the feeling you two are up to something?
You've got a nasty mind, Connors.
Beg your pardon? I'm right, though, aren't I? What's going on?
Miss Ferguson
the
doesn't...
gate.
But what if she
The
attacks
gate.
you?
You do as you're told, Roddy, otherwise she'll give you a smack too. Right, that leaves the adults. What am I doing here?
I'd say you're standing in the way of free enterprise.
The shop.
I told you I'd stop the contraband trade.
You reckon?
You won't shut that shop, Connors. Keep you here for a while. Those idiots downstairs will soon go back to it.
Well, I'll be buggered. For once I can't tell whether you're playing it straight or not.
Give you something to think about, won't it? About Sarah West.
What about her?
You ever call her that name again and I'll have you up before a departmental committee myself. Lock the gate.
Sorry to put you to all this trouble after all the work you've done.
Well, no trouble at all. Not if I can find my book. Here it is.
We've nothing against legal aid. It's just that we know this chap and we thought he might take more interest in the case.
Joanne, Bruce, listen to me. As far as I'm concerned, the most important thing here is that Sarah's letting you help her. Doesn't matter if legal aid has to drop a case. They're overworked anyway.
Probably thank you for it.
There is one other thing, Mrs. Reynolds. We'd like to show our appreciation to Sarah's friend.
Rita Connors.
Yes. Is there something we can get her, or... Well, what can we do?
I think the best thing you can do is just say thank you. It isn't said very often in here.
Well, you know best.
Excuse me, Governor. Permission to keep Connors in solitary. She just attacked Mr. Adams.
Yes. Mr. and Mrs. West, I'm sorry.
I'll see them to reception.
If you wouldn't mind.
Of course, and thank you, Mrs. Reynolds.
Yes, thank you for all your help.
Why did she do it?
Well, apparently she was inciting the women into black-banning the shop. Adams tried to stop her.
But why? It was there for them. They wanted it.
Until they found out they couldn't get any contraband.
Rotten today, hasn't it? People yelling at each other and the boomerang breaking Mrs. Reynolds' window. And now I can't find me Chewy.
Sure you didn't swallow it?
No, stuck it somewhere before I ate me chocolate. I used to put it in my hanky, but Kath said it wasn't very nice, so I stuck it somewhere else, and I can't remember where.
Oh, it doesn't matter, does it? You can get some new stuff.
Yeah, it was bubble gum, and it was just getting real good.
Well, hang on. Wasn't the boomerang yesterday?
Yeah, I've been too busy to think about it till today. But boomerang,
Want to see something better than a boomerang?
that sort of thing.
Well, get me a ruler and a piece of string, and I'll show you. Now stand back and close your eyes.
Why?
Because it sounds better. Go on.
What do you reckon? Terrific, but it made me hair feel funny, sort of spooky. What is it?
A bull roarer.
Roarer.
Yeah, you have a go. Well, just before a corrobbery, the men of the tribe would use it to keep the women and children away.
I wish I knew all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, I didn't know until a kid at school told me. A white kid, too.
It's working. Am I doing it right?
What are you talking about? You're doing it better than me.
I bet everyone in the prison can hear this. I bet even Rita can hear it up in the pound.
Hey, Merle,
Yeah?
what's the best way of getting to the pound?
Oh, you know where the corridor goes two
Yeah, I
ways?
know
What you've
where
got-
it is. I mean, what's the best way of getting to talk to Rita?
Dunno, do what Rita done, I suppose.
Well, thump a screw. Yeah. I suppose you're right.
What's that?
The air conditioner?
I don't think so. Have a look, would you, Delia?
I can't help worrying. One of us should be following her.
Why, I'm sure she won't hit Mr. Adams. I mean, once she comes down, they're usually very good.
Yeah, and if we go wandering around during work periods, we'll end up in the pound ourselves.
Stop work, everybody. The governor wants to talk to you.
I believe you've black-banned the shop. I want to know why. Perhaps my information was wrong. Are you boycotting it or not?
You bet we are. Place is full of tiger snakes as far as we're concerned.
Why? Jenkins? What? You're supposed to be the spokesperson. Tell me why this is happening.
It hasn't got the sort of stuff we want.
Oh, I don't accept that. You've got a better choice than you ever had on the old buy-up system. See? Pity. This was supposed to be a trial run for quite a few new reforms. But if this is going to be your attitude, I think we can scrap them, including the shop.
Oh, hang on. Look, we haven't had time to talk or anything. Look, we only need a minute. Honest, we just want to talk.
We'll be outside.
What's going on? You're letting her walk all over
Oh,
us.
shut up, will you? She's trying to do the right thing by us.
Look, she's right. Our argument's with Kath, not her.
You weak bastards.
You bugger. Look, if that shop was on the level, we'd be on a good thing, right?
Yeah, but it's not. It's dodgy.
So, look, we only buy legit stuff, and we leave the dodgy stuff alone.
Good one.
Well, that's wonderful. That's nearly as effective as the boycott.
You reckon?
You do that and we've lost.
Yeah, I agree. All right, we'll put it to a vote. All those in favour of keeping the shop? 5 against 2. All right, here goes. Mrs. Reynolds? Oh, sorry about the mix-up. Just a little misunderstanding, you know.
Your decision?
We're going back to the shop.
Good.
I think it's coming from there.
No, it's this way. to. Shh, don't say nothing, she's coming. Stop, she's trying to find the noise.
Hey, I don't want you getting into trouble with that thing.
Don't worry, nothing will happen. She's not very smart. Shh.
Oh, excuse me, ladies. There's a strange sound around here somewhere. Have you heard it?
You mean down there? Well, I thought it was a vacuum cleaner or something.
Oh, I don't think so. Down there.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, thank you.
Jeez, you're a mad bugger.
You're a stirrer, you know that?
My stomach hurts. I told you she wasn't very smart.
Hey, Merle, how do I get a message to Rita?
What kind of message?
Collins was released on the 15th. There's her present address.
Damn.
What's wrong?
215 Freedom Court, Burwood. No such place.
Are you sure?
Positive. It's their way of letting me know what they think of me. Oh, well, another one for the police.
Has Dwyer called? Not whilst we've been here. Is there trouble? No, he just wants to finalise arrangements for tomorrow's conference.
Oh, do you have to go to one of those?
Actually, I'm looking forward to it.
Liar.
No, really. Do you know who's speaking?
Tell me.
Lindquist, Montfort and Krupp. Hannah Krupp. Three of the world's leading reformists, and all I've got to boast about is the famous Wentworth shop.
What shop?
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to tell you. The women decided to lift the boycott.
Oh, at least that's something.
Do you have to speak at this, do?
Let me guess. That's why our fearless leader, the infamous Dwyer, has invited you, correct?
Correct.
Up against the wall, Connors.
Yes, Mr. Adams, sir. Why don't you come in? I've been waiting for you.
Behave yourself, Connors, or you won't get any food.
Oh, you can't do that. You gotta feed me. It's in the rule book.
Well, hurry up.
Geez, you're brave. Yeah. Ah, Connors. Your wimpy mate's voted to go back to the shop.
Enjoy your dinner.
Look outside when you hear the noise.
Oh, screw, she's not here either. Where's that bugger Sarah got to? What about the toilets?
I'll go and look there.
Oh, bloody hell. Reed gets herself put in the pound for her and we go and lose her.
Connors won't be too happy about you going back to the shop either.
Oh, shut up, Simpson. Hey, Merle, where's Sarah? Have you seen her? She's in the workshop. Anyone seen me Chewy?
Oh,
What's she doing there?
Can't say.
It's a surprise.
Merle?
Well, it is. It was a surprise when she gave me one and now she's making a bigger one. A bigger what? A bigger surprise. Gee, Alice, you really don't listen, do ya? Oh, jeez, I hate it when she does that. She makes me feel real stupid.
Lisa! The clothes have arrived. Little Uncle Isaac delivered them this morning. Yeah, what are they like? Well, I haven't seen them yet, but I'm sure they're going to be wonderful. I mean, it's so...
Hey, easy up, you two. Lurchie's lost a coon and... Oh, sorry, I mean the off-white Indigenous person, and Merle here's lost a Chewy, so show a little respect, will ya?
They've lifted the boycott sooner than I expected. We'll have to hurry. Come here. Now, if my gut feeling is correct, they won't be buying any contraband.
Well, how are we going to
Just shut up and listen. Now, when you're entering their purchases, leave a space for one more item.
I'm not sure I understand.
Look, Jenkins buys cigarettes, right? Put her name there, the purchase there, leave a space, and then she signs. After she's signed, you fill in that space with an appropriate item, chocolates or something.
Ah, which we keep and sell later on for cash. It's illegal, but I like it.
Oh, there is a weight off my mind. I was so worried that you wouldn't. Now, there's the rec bell. Try and get it right, won't you?
Come on, let's see it.
Hang on, wait till everyone gets out here.
All right, but hey, can I use the other one?
Where the
hell are you been?
Why, what's a penny?
You haven't done anything stupid, have you?
Like what?
You know what I mean, Adams. Where is he?
Behind you.
That's okay, then. Hey, what were you doing in the workshop? Oh, gee whiz, Alice, I told you. Yeah, so what's the big surprise? Go on, Sarah, show her. Oh, big deal. Stick with a bit of string on it. What's it do?
Here's your expert.
Come on, Merle, let's show him.
Hey, girls, what's this?
Go on, you got to move back. Go on.
Okay.
we heard before.
Put that down! Why don't you get Adams to stop me? Adams!
Goodness sakes, I'll do it.
You wouldn't be had to Miss Fatty.
Now, come on, Sarah. I can understand.
You're wasting your
where
time
you're going,
talking
but
to
this really
her.
isn't the way to go.
Emma, you don't think the way we do.
Bastard! Oh, Sarah! Stop it! Stop it!
Now, guess where you're going, young lady?
You there, Reach? Oh, you crazy coon! You're out of your head, you know that.
That's enough of that, Connors.
She can call me what she likes because she's my mate. Tell her, Whitey, you're my mate.
What Mr. Adams means, West, is that you're not to speak. And that's to anybody, understand?
Oh, you no worries. Hey, look at his eyes, real dark.
Get in.
In fact, I reckon there's a touch of the tar there. What do you reckon, Reed?
You shut your mouth, you
West.
stinking little
Depends
bitch.
on you how long you stay here.
Yeah, well, if I find out who's the long lost cousin, you bloody well throw away the key. Here you go, Adams, your secret's out, brother.
Well,
Look, it's no use pushing because I'm not opening the shop until you quieten down.
yeah, and if you don't shut up, you'll get the boom to turn the hose on.
No way. You want us to buy it real big, don't you, Mr. Adams?
What do you mean by that, Jenkins?
3 guesses.
All right, you can start, but don't push.
Don't forget, everyone, we're buying for Rita and Sarah.
They lost shop privileges.
Well, isn't it lucky they didn't lose their friends as well?
Put that thing down, Merle.
I'm not hurting no one.
Put it down or go inside. In fact, you can go
Mr.
inside.
Adams. Mel, just put it down. You can play with it later, all right?
What's the matter, Maxwell? You look worried.
Mr. Adams, you want it in the governor's office. I'll take over here.
Hey, what happened to Sarah, Mr. Jackson?
Never mind about Sarah. Now let's try and get a bit of order
Right, what's
here,
going
shall
on?
we?
I just want to know that she's all right, Mr. Jackson.
She's fine. Miss Stout's the one that got wet, remember?
It was real funny, wasn't it?
All right, now, ladies, there are too many in here, so everyone out and then 5 at a time.
Oh.
Alice, Rose, Lisa, Margie and Laurie can start off. The rest out. Come on.
Well, ladies, nice to see you back again. What would you like?
We're only buying stuff that's on the shelf, Maxwell. Everything else is off limits until the prices come down.
That includes booze, Mullins.
What's going on?
Check your left pocket.
Oh, no.
But I didn't pay for it. I wasn't gonna.
Look, you can't have it. Put it back. Everyone else will want it. Come on, Lisa.
I don't think the women are going to love you for this, Luge.
Tough. Contraband's out, Maxwell. From now on, you're an ordinary shopkeeper. Got me?
If you like. Oh, I forgot to tell you, there's a new system for buying. It makes it a little more expensive for you, of course, but then that's private enterprise, isn't it?
As far as I could see, there was no reason for it, Governor. Suddenly she was threatening us with a hose.
And asking for Mr. Adams to take it from her.
Yes, I must admit I did find that a bit strange.
Oh, I don't think so. They're not a very rational lot. Well, not in the cities anyway. She really shouldn't be here.
Thank you, Miss Ferguson. I'd like a word with Mr. Adams, if you don't mind. Strange how people think that just because I'm in this office, I don't know about things that are going on. Things that just shouldn't happen.
Oh, really? They obviously don't know you, Mrs. Reynolds.
Obviously. You're a racist, Mr. Adams?
No.
Are you a liar?
With all due respect, I don't think you've got the right to...
Respect has nothing to do with this, Mr. Adams. Especially when an officer on my staff calls an inmate a coon and a black bitch.
Connors told you this, didn't she?
No, but I'm glad you said that because now I know my information is correct.
What information?
Connors hit you for using racist remarks against Sarah West. And if you deny it, I'll take you before the board and call you a liar to your face. Well, Mr. Adams?
So what the hell do I do? I mean, if I just walk up to him and say, "G'day, Dad, I'm your daughter," well, he mightn't want to know.
Yeah, well, that's true, I suppose. But didn't they say he was a decent sort of bloke?
Yeah. He hit the booze after my mum died. I thought he was nothing but a stinking white drunk.
Look out, here comes the hearts and flowers. Oh, that was supposed to be funny.
Yeah. I'm laughing.
opposite wall, Connors.
I've just had a word with Mr. Adams. He's decided not to go on with the assault charge. I thought you should know.
I'll be buggered. How did you get him to do that?
Nothing to do with me. It's his decision.
Oh, yeah, sure it was. Thanks.
How's Sarah?
I wouldn't have a clue. Not allowed to talk up here, remember? She's okay.
Good. You did a wonderful job with her. Thank you.
No worries. Does this mean I get to get out of here?
Not until the morning. It's an internal matter now.
What would have happened if he had pressed charges?
He'd have gone to Blackmore. You realise it'll be taken out of my hands if there's one more incident like that, don't you?
Fair enough.
It'd be a dreadful waste, Connors. You've got brains. In fact, Miss Madigan thinks that you'd make a good welfare officer.
Here's me thinking what a good top dog you'd make. Funny, isn't it?
You idiot, you stupid idiot! We had her, she would have gone to Blackmore.
Oh, great, and I would have been out of a job. I couldn't press charges. She said it. She said she'd have me before the board for what I said to that black bitch West.
Ah! You never learn, do you? There will be no racist remarks, not in my prison.
What the hell is the matter with you people? She's just a bomb!
What do you want?
I've just closed the shop. Do you want me to put the coffee...
Put it by the urn. Any trouble?
Yes, you were right. Jenkins has stopped them from buying contraband. There's nothing I could do about it.
Well, that's it then. We may as well close the bloody thing.
What about the other deal?
Well, Jenkins didn't like it, but she didn't stop them from buying legal goods. She's really got them trained.
Has she? Has she got them trained? Have you got your baton?
No.
Well, get it.
But it's highway bloody robbery. Look, I bought a jar of that face cream, right? She charges me for that. Then she adds this extra bottle of astringent and expects me to sign for it.
Yeah, I know. It happened to everybody.
Do something about it. Ban the shop.
Look, we can't. You heard what Reno said. She's got all these reforms coming up. We'd be cutting our own throats.
Tell me things went well at the shop, Jenkins.
See in the dining room. Do you know what's going on in that shop?
Oh, I know what's not coming into the prison. Contraband. It's going to stay that way.
If I were you, I'd start worrying about your friend Wilkinson.
What do you mean?
Well, I just went past your dorm. I'd say she's in a lot of trouble.
Laurie!
Liz, why did you wait for me? I was talking to Alice about that bloody shop. Oh, where is she? She's talking to the freak. Didn't you see her? No, I just came to the shower. Look, she's not in any trouble, is she? I don't think so.
Oh, what's happening? Who's holding me?
I'm surprised at you, Lurch. Stopping the women from buying alcohol and then sneaking in here for a pre-dinner
What are you doing?
With the women's safe they found her.
Yum. Hey, Mr. Jackson, all right if I have another bit?
Oh, come on. Your first serve would have kept the whole family going for a week.
Yeah, it's terrific, isn't it? I love that sausage stuff.
That sausage stuff is hot salami. Very hot salami. You'll make yourself sick.
Oh, let her go. I might shut her up. Tell it for me, Merle. Look, you can have mine if you like.
Oh, beauty, Liz. Thanks.
Try some of the other Mullins. Egg and bacon. You've got to eat something.
I'll get it for you, Liz.
Merle?
Oh, it's for Kath, Mr. Jackson, because I don't want her to miss out.
Okay, go on.
Oh, you can have mine too, Merle. Merle must be trying to get killers giving us pizzas like that.
Beauty!
Where's Lurch? She's going to miss out if she doesn't hurry.
Oh, I know. Better go and find out where she is. Not like her to skip meals. Oh, thank Mervyn for me, won't you, Mr. Jackson? That was lovely.
Yes, all right. Now, you go straight back to your dorm.
Oh, yeah. Alice, what do you think you're doing? You missed the first sitting. Alice, Mervyn's made bacon and egg pie, and if you don't... Alice, come on, stop clowning around and you'll be in trouble.
Laurie made me.
Come on.
And then come in.
Sana? Brandy, vodka,
No.
gin.
No.
You're pie-eyed drunk.
No. I walked in and
Now, you just stay right there and keep quiet.
No, made me.
Coffee on? Jug on? I'm going to sober you up, madam.
No, I didn't.
I'm disgusted in you, Alice. I really am. And what are the girls going to think if they
Well,
see you?
I don't know what the girls think, but I know what I think.
No,
If you could just leave Alice alone, you see, she's not feeling very well.
Oh, come on, Bert. She's
She's
boozed out of her brain. She stops us from buying and then she goes and does this. Well, that's terrific.
No, I didn't.
Oh, God, this is crazy. I didn't join the prison service to do things like this. I tried to do the right thing, but they were against me. All I ever wanted to be was a good officer.
We're in the same boat, Brightening. They wouldn't give us a break.
What do you mean you started it? If you hadn't been so money hungry, none of this would have happened.
But you knew why I wanted that money. I thought you understood. I thought we were close.
I'm sorry. It's just everything's getting too much.
I know, it's Ferguson. She's really got us on a string, hasn't she? Here.
Have we got enough?
Oh, who cares? You deserve it. I don't think I could have done all this without you. In fact,
What?
I'm sorry. I'm just making things worse for both of us.
Doing a bit of overtime, are we, Maxwell?
Well, you said to
I
stay
know
here
what
and-
I said. You can go back now.
Will she be safe? What if she goes back before they find Jenkins?
They have already found Jenkins. Would you please leave the thinking to me? As far as the other women are concerned, you and Maxwell have been out here all the time. Now get going. Mr. Adams. Make a note of it, will you? You can have it for staff price.
Well, geez, hurry up, will you? For screw catches us here, we've had it.
Oh, you shut up. I'm starting to enjoy this. See that? Maybe you should let Maggie take over.
Like hell, she stops from buying.
But she said, will you get her head up? You wanted to drown, will you? Oh, no. Just drink.
Yeah, you're pretty good at that, remember?
You could at least listen to her.
We have.
Well, it is possible.
Yeah, it might be for you, Laurie, but I just don't happen to believe in fairy stories, that's all.
It's not. It's true. Someone had hold of me.
Yeah, of course they did, and they shoved 6 minis of booze down your throat. It would have been terrible for you.
They did.
Be interesting to see if the other girls believe it. Personally, I don't like your chances.
Come on, drink. Come on.
Oh, g'day, Mr. Jackson. I suppose you're wondering what I'm doing here again.
You're a mind reader.
Well, I thought I'd better come, or you'll get into trouble with Miss Ferguson.
I'd get into trouble. How'd you come to that conclusion?
Well, you know how Cass real clever. I mean, she never makes a mistake or nothing, does she?
Go on.
Well, I was wondering why she wasn't at the first sitting. Yeah, I had to eat that bit of pizza that was getting cold, the one I got for Kath.
Yes, I remember. Go on.
What? Oh, yeah, well, anyway, I thought, gee, maybe I've made a mistake, and maybe I'm meant to come to the second sitting with Kath. And then I thought, gee, Mr. Jackson's in trouble if anyone finds out that he let me come to the wrong one.
So you thought you'd better cover for me and come to this one as well?
Yeah, good thinking, eh?
Well, sit down and eat your pizza.
All right, and don't you worry, I'm not going to lag on you or nothing. Kath, where have you been?
In the shop, why?
I was real worried you'd miss out on the pizza. It's terrific. It's even better with this chili sauce.
Good. Well, you stay close by me until lock-up tonight.
Why?
Well, I've got a few things from the shop and someone might try and steal them.
Better not or I'll dong 'em.
I don't think it'll come to that, okay?
Knock off the noise, will ya?
Oh, don't tell us your troubles, Lurch. Not our fault you hit the sore spot. Yeah, and you know what they say about people who drink by themselves, don't you?
It's not fair, Lisa.
I reckon they're selfish bitches for not inviting their mates to join them, right, girl?
Get a big jacket here in that one, Mullins.
Oh, go on, thump her, Lurch. She can't talk to the top dog like that, can she?
Just stop it, Rose. Just because Alice has done the wrong thing, it doesn't
I
mean...
didn't do the wrong bloody thing.
All right.
Oh, like hell, it's all right.
Listen, I'm telling you this for the last time. I was knocked out. That booze was poured down me throat.
Oh,
there's a bitch that done it. Listen, you. Look, Mel, this is between Kath and me.
It's all right, Mel. Go on. I'll meet you back in the dorm. What is? What are you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about. The booze.
straight answer, Maxwell. Did she buy booze for you or not?
Well, I'm sorry, but I told you they'd find out.
Right, you lot, don't stand around. Lock up in 10 minutes.
Anyone wants a nightcap? Meet me back in my dorm.
You got it here? You serious?
Only if you've got the money.
Well, she's done it, hasn't she? She's won.
Of course she hasn't.
You know how she did it? 'Cause you lot believed her.
Make sure you get rid of them bottles. You hear me?
I heard you. Now quit shouting, all right? You feeling better this morning, Alice?
Thought you was broke. Where'd you get the money to buy that much?
6 minutes ain't gonna break me, all right?
They are at the prices she charged.
I've got credit, okay? Now get off me back.
Credit? From Maxwell?
Yeah, it's a big deal.
God, I reckon Merle's slow.
Oh, what's that supposed to mean?
Look, I stand up in front of everybody and ban the contraband from the shop, right? Next minute I'm found stinking of booze and everyone thinks I'm drunk. Then Maxwell starts doing something she said she'd never do.
Of course, give him credit. She never does it. Remember when you tried to make a bet, Lisa?
Morning, ladies.
Oh, good morning, Mr. Jackson. Why didn't you tell us all this last night?
I did.
Look, if you would have told us this last
Quit
night...
hassling me, will you?
I'm not hassling you. I'm your friend.
Well, pity you didn't remember that last night. I could have done with a mate.
I'm sorry, Alice. It wasn't that I didn't believe you. I know you wouldn't lie to me. Just when I found you like that, I was afraid that you'd get caught and everything happened so fast and... I really am sorry.
Yeah, well... OK. Gonna find Mr. Jackson. See if he knows when Reed's getting out.
Why? What do you want to know, Paul?
Oh, bloody hell. Keep yourself out of trouble, will you? This place is going to the dogs.
Yeah, I already heard part of the story. Look, I've got to grab Miss Soap and Towel, so why don't you fill me in on the rest on the way?
Yeah, come on.
Hey, good to see you back, Connors. Yeah, if I believed that, I'd believe anything. Must be a weight off Lurch's mind knowing that the top dog's back.
Alice is top dog.
Ah, yeah, that's right.
Look, she is. And we were wrong about her yesterday. We all owe her an apology. We've been having a bit of a drink too, have we?
Yeah, that sounds like Maxwell. Jeez, what a mongrel.
You believe me?
Well, of course I do. What are you talking about?
Well, all the others reckon I'd done the dirty on them, so they went back to buying booze again.
Did they now? That was naughty of them, wasn't it?
Merle, if you don't get up, I can't help you.
Oh, I can't. It hurts too much.
I
feel
know,
rotten.
love. That's why we've got to get you to the infirmary.
Bloomin' pizza. I'll never eat it again, ever.
You just ate too much of it, that's all. And that chili sauce wouldn't have helped.
Oh,
much.
don't. I'll never tell a fib again.
Fib? What fib?
I thought I was smart too, and I wanted to eat more. Oh.
I think I better get Mr. Jackson.
No, Kath, please. No, not him. I couldn't face him.
Oh, Einstein thrown and wobbly, has she?
What do you want?
Bloody lovely. You're coming to say good bloody morning.
Don't waste my time, Simpson. The shop won't be open for another hour.
Oh, I'm not buying. I just thought I'd come down to see the fun. Connors is out.
How do you know that?
I saw her talking to Jenkins. Thought she'd be bouncing you off the walls by now. Must be on her way.
Mel, come on, get up.
Oh, I don't think she'll be much help to you.
Stalker, I'll pay you 6 bottles of scotch.
No way. Wouldn't enjoy it with a mouthful of broken teeth anyway. Mr. Jackson! Oh, don't! Oh, don't! You spoil all the fun.
Your future's starting to look pretty dim, Simpson.
I'll take your chances.
What's wrong?
Well, she's got these dreadful stomach cramps. I don't know what's the matter.
Well, I've got a fair idea. Come on, help me get her to her feet.
Oh.
Come on, Marie. I warned you, didn't I?
It's all right. Where's Maxwell?
What happened to play?
I tell you what'll happen to you.
Careful of the cloth. She's taking Mel to the infirmary. Well, I don't know about you, but I wouldn't miss this for quids.
It's all right.
No, just the person we're looking for. Help with Merle while I unlock the gates.
It's all right, Merle. Rita's here to help us now.
What do you lot want?
Oh,
Go on, push off.
I've been hearing stories about you, Max. All nice, I hope. Find out where to get you alone. That sounds like a threat. It is.
Perhaps we should go through some notes before we get started.
All right, but are you quite sure you want me to speak?
Positive. You speak the same language as these people. I could hardly put Craven or Bennett on the stand, could I? Good God, this lot would have nightmares for months.
Why not? I thought you agreed with the Blackmore system.
100%. But this crowd puts a different interpretation on the word reform.
Yes, I've just been reading Mr. Carter's paper. Very interesting.
The American? Pull down the bars and let the family in. He'll learn.
Learn what? Sounds like a very good idea to me.
His little neck of the woods is going through a 15% unemployment problem.
I don't understand.
Well, at the rate he's pushing out reformed prisoners, and believe me, he is, in 2 years' time he won't be able to pay his unemployment bill. Now, what is the good of that?
Surely it'd cost less than keeping him in prison.
There's more to it than that. Right, here are my notes. This is the speech. I want you to concentrate on the
reform. Mr. Dwyer, I've already prepared my speech.
Good Lord, why? I mean, I explained this all over the phone, didn't I?
All you said was that you wanted me to talk
Give
about
the speech. My speech. Well, I can't do it, can I? I can't stand up there and praise the department. I am the department.
I see. I didn't realise.
Well, it's quite simple. All you do is concentrate on the reforms that we have put through in the last year.
It shouldn't take long.
Now, listen, Mrs. Reynolds.
No, Mr. Dwyer, you listen to me. I'm sorry, neither Craven nor Bennett would deliver your paper. Well, neither would I. You've got every right to edit my speech, but no right to expect me to do what you're asking.
All right, let's hear it.
Hey, son, what are you trying to do? Kill me?
Quit griping, will you? She's alone. We can get her.
Maxwell, where?
I just saw her get stuff from the laundry to clean the shop. She's out there now.
No screws?
She's the trustee, remember? Come on, let's get her.
No way, you stay here.
I'll give it a
go. Shop. What do you want? You.
Well, what are we waiting for? Reynolds is gone, Connors is in the shop.
Not yet.
We'll have to, she'll kill her.
Oh, we're waiting until... That's it. I'll get help.
Why? We can do it.
Witnesses, you idiot. Now get moving. Connors, you're not thinking? What are your friends going to say when they see you wrecking this shop, eh?
Oh, the only thing I'm wrecking is her.
Not true. What about this shop, eh? And this one?
Connors!
You're very foolish, Connors. Assaulting an officer yesterday and now this.
You bitch, Ferguson, this is a setup. It's a bloody setup.
Mr. Adams, contact the department. Tell them that in my capacity as acting governor, I am transferring Rita Connors to Blackmore immediately.
You bitch! It's a setup! It's a bloody setup!
He used to give me roses. I wish he could again. But that was on the outside, and things were different then. On the inside, the sun still shines.